Oh my God. Hi, guys. I am going to be in this video, but before Niyati finds out about this, let's just have a quick chat. Okay, so I'm going to be in this video for the first time and I'm kind of nervous. So it would be great if you guys can like the video so that I can get to know that you are genuinely enjoying my conversation. Oh my God, I think she's gonna be here. Okay, let's meet each other in the video. So, hello everyone. You guys already know me. I am Niyati from Niyati's English Express. Today we are going to do something slightly different, and I'm going to have a guest over. She is from the US. Her name is Nina, and I have a feeling that you guys might have already met her, given how mischievous she is. But anyway, Nina is dramatic and funny, and you guys are going to love the conversation. But before we proceed, like and subscribe the video so that I get to know that you are loving my video and I can make more videos like this. So let's get started. Okay, so hi Nina, welcome to the channel. How are you? Oh my God, hi. Thank you so much for inviting me to your channel. Nia T. Am I pronouncing that right? Anyway, so Nia T English Express. I am so happy to be on your channel and I can't wait to meet your audience. I don't even know why I need to tell you about me because I'm super popular, but whatever. Okay, so my name is Nina, as you know, and I'm from this amazing place called Seattle, based in US. Yeah, I'm just enjoying my time right now here and talking to you feels amazing. So if I tell you a little bit about my place, we guys love to drink coffee. Love it. Absolutely love it. People here often ask, like, how are you doing and stuff like that. But we don't mean any of that. I mean, it's just surface level. If you actually start telling us things over here, yeah, we're gonna think that you need therapy. Anyway, so every street over here has at least three drive-throughs, and we have like massive grocery stores over here. You could find cereal and a huge TV screen on the same aisle. Can you imagine? Yeah, that's what the thing is over here. That's that's great. So you drink coffee a lot, huh? Hmm. Yes, I mean, in the US, we have Starbucks on every single corner of the street. And if you ask my blood type, I think at this point, my blood type is basically coffee. I run on coffee. I live for coffee. Oh my God. That's great. That's great. Over here, we have chai stalls on every corner of the street, literally. And we love to drink chai. We drink chai so much. And we have chai with biscuits over here or with toast sometimes. Oh, that's nice. I mean, we call it a cookie over here instead of biscuit. I feel like biscuit is such a fancy word, but yeah, whatever. But anyway, tell me about how things are over there. How's the school life of kids over there? Because, like here, what happens is if it snows heavily, kids don't have to go to school that day and they have snow days off, basically. It's super fun. Kids enjoy it. Wow, really? I mean, here, during monsoon season as well, kids have to literally swim to school sometimes. And if they say no, their parents give them one look and kids understand what's going to happen. Parents here become Olympic champions of slipper throwing, so the kids know and they always go to school. That's crazy. Swimming to school, can you imagine that? That's cool. Oh my God, don't even get me started about the food portions over here. So like a small popcorn over here can feed family of four. Can you imagine? The small here is basically a huge bucket. And the cheese, oh my God, it's eaten with cheese. We put cheese in basically everything over here. Really? Well, here, the size of samosas are small, but the spice level is so high that you try them and your soul leaves your body. But the spices here are everything. We add spices in tea, in fruits, oh, even dessert sometimes. And we always have guavas with masala on them. I mean, what is the point of eating guava when you don't have masala on it, right? Okay, what about the small talk though? Do people in the US have small talk, small chit chat with each other? Yeah, I mean people are chatty over here. We do talk, but it's super surface level. Because if somebody starts telling us about their birth story or some tragic event that happened with them, like I mentioned, we suggest therapy to them until and unless we are like friends, of course. Because, like, I remember this grandma came up to me and she randomly started telling me all these stories about her grandkids, about her son, about her crazy life. And I was like, whoa, like, you need to relax a little bit. I don't even know you. Um, but I didn't want to be rude. So I kind of listened to her. And then I kind of got to know, like, yeah, that's why we don't talk to strangers because I'm not your therapist, you know? Really? Well, over here, if you are standing in a line, you start talking to the person next to you, and by the time it is your turn, you are inviting that person to your cousin's wedding. That's how much people talk to each other over here. Oh, yes, great topic. Weddings. I love discussing weddings. I can't tell you how much I enjoy talking about it. And now that you've brought it up, amazing. Okay, that reminds me of a crazy, crazy story. So, my aunt invited over 50 people for her daughter's wedding. Can you imagine 50 people in a wedding? I can't even imagine so many people gathered together. What? Only 50 people come in the marriage? How is that possible? Well, over here, 50 people get offended during the marriage. Mostly, we invite around 500 to 1,000 people to the wedding, from the barber to tailor to newspaper seller to your long, long distant aunt that you've never even talked to. Everybody's invited over here. Okay, so what's your favorite holiday in the US? Here, we have so many festivals, but usually my favorite is Diwali and Holi, but I don't mind celebrating any of the festivals actually. Favorite festival, Thanksgiving, 100%. We all gather together as a family. We cook food together, mashed potatoes, pie, and then we eat a lot, like a lot, until we can't move. And there's always this one cousin that shows up late, but always gets the biggest piece of dessert. I don't know how. Oh my God. And the very next day, we have these Black Friday sales where people are lined up from midnight. Can you imagine? From midnight to get into the shops, get the best discounts, and take things home, whatever they need. But, I mean, you might think like that sounds sweet and amazing, but it always ends up in chaos because like there are people fighting over toasters at 5 a.m. Yeah, but it is what it is. One thing I always wanted to ask, so the way we see American schools in movies, like they have lockers and they don't have any uniforms. People have mobile phones and the environment is just amazing. Is that true about the schools? Yeah, it's kind of true. I mean, what you see in the movies, we have lockers, we have cheerleaders. Um, and obviously, we don't have any uniforms, which might seem like a plus point, but I don't know. I mean, we have to pick new outfits every single day, and it can get frustrating to the point where you're not even studying anymore and you're just picking out the outfits. It's crazy. So, do you eat street food in the US or is everything from the restaurant? The street food, I mean, we do have street food, but it's mostly just food trucks. You have to drive to the food trucks and get whatever you want. But we don't have varieties like you guys have at a walking distance. You get pani puris, chola bhatura, whatever it's called. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. But yeah, I mean, here you have to drive all across the city to get the variety, which really sucks. And when it comes to the spice level, let's just say the spiciest thing that Americans can handle is black pepper. Meanwhile, you're over there eating chilies like it's candy. Okay, what American show would you recommend to Indian audience so that they can get to know the American culture better? Friends, 100% Friends. I mean, I know everybody's already watched it in the US, probably also in India, but if Indians want to get to know the American culture, nothing is better than Friends. It's amazing. And from that, you will get to know that people will throw drinks at you if they're mad at you. Or if you got your order wrong, it sounds surprising, but it actually happens. And do you bargain in the US or is that not a thing over there? Oh no, bargaining here is a crime. You cannot bargain. There are fixed prices. If you want it, you want it. If you don't, you don't. You cannot do anything about the prices. It is what it is. However, the thing that you can do to save money is wait for Black Fridays that I already told you about is super chaotic. You basically have to go there at midnight to be able to get into the shops at like 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. Sounds crazy, but that's facts. But I've seen some Indian videos where people are bargaining, and I think that's a skill because obviously not everybody would be able to do that. Hats off to you guys for that. And do you use a lot of American slangs? Can you teach me some? American slangs, definitely. My favorite one is spill the tea. So basically, it's like some dramatic or crazy thing that happens, and somebody's sharing it with you, and you get super excited, and you're like, oh my God, yeah, spill the tea. So basically, like, we're not literally having tea, but I wouldn't mind if I'm listening to gossip with a cup of tea in my hand or a coffee, whatever. And there are a lot of regular slangs as well. For example, hit the road, which means I'm leaving, or hang tight, which means you've got to wait, or my bad, which means I'm sorry, which I rarely use, by the way, because I'm never really sorry. Just kidding. I'm sorry all the time. Not really. Hmm. And if you can bring one thing from India to the US, which one will it be and why? Easy. Indian street food all the way. Because imagine if I'm able to get jalebi at like 11 p.m., chatting with all my friends, having hot jalebi on a winter night. I mean, what else could I ask for? So, do people in the US love pets as much as we do in India? Oh my God, we are obsessed with pets over here. And we keep all kinds of pets like snakes, insects, dogs, of course. There are cats. Some people also keep cows and horses. I mean, the variety can keep going on. And over here, we keep pets as our babies, like literally as babies. I was walking down the street one day and I saw a dog wearing sunglasses and he was in a stroller. That's crazy. And we usually call them fur babies because they are furry babies, literally. And oh my God, it's a huge thing over here. We have dog parks. Dogs literally have birthdays over there, not just dogs, a lot of other animals. So they get their own birthdays, and other pets are invited over there. It's kind of like you almost have a real child, which in the US, they do treat as real children. Hmm, that's interesting. And what's the work culture in the US? I'm really excited to know that. Work culture, 90% of people don't even start talking to each other at work until and unless they have had the first sip of their coffee. And meetings are also a huge deal over here. So, like, if you're having a meeting, it's basically to plan our actual meeting. So, we have meetings for meetings. And one more thing is there is this huge work from home culture. We have a lot of Zoom meetings. So yeah, I mean, that's something that people respect over here. So yeah, you can absolutely work from home in your PJs in your comfort. That's what people prefer, and that's what I prefer as well. So yeah, that's the thing. Okay, I've got to go and catch my bus now. Um, the driver is going to greet me with a smile as usual. That's kind of nice. Um, if we're in India, the driver of the bus greets you with the horn. That's how you get to know that they are inviting you. And if you don't climb fast enough, you will probably not climb the bus and not be able to reach from one place to another in the desired amount of time. Anyway, it was fun talking to you, Nina. Thanks for inviting me to your channel, Niyati. It was so much fun. And I can't wait to read the comments and get to know people's reaction on the video. I am super, super excited. Bye.